Namaste. I am wisdom teacher Sri-Ram-Ka.
And I am Kira Ra, and we welcome you to the March revelations and oh my God, I'm almost tongue-tied because there's so much happening. So let's just all bring our hands to our heart and dive in, huh, Sri?
As we go into March, it's important to remember that there is an emergence upon us. You know, one of the beautiful metaphors from Mother India is that the lotus flowers grow from the mud. You know, they're bloomed from the muck of, you could call it the compost. And March carries that metaphor energy of something is blooming. There is the energy of reinvention.
Now that's really powerful. So imagine that, this beautiful blooming energy of reinvention that's happening right now in March. Now, this is important to recognize because a lot of people have entered into March kind of afraid, kind of anxious because of this retrograde. Yet my angels, remember, this is a cycle. This cycle actually began in February. Remember, it began February 19th, and it's going to take us all the way through until April 16th. However, March is the kahuna retrograde moment. This is the month of reinvention. And this is a very profound energy because it expands in many different ways. And so let's dive into that.
Well, so consider what's happening here. For those of you that are watching this video, chances are you've been going through a lot of upliftment experiences. And as we lift into the 7th and the 9th dimensional frequencies, and as we stabilize the time slips that have been, you know, just going on for the last several months.
And I'm sure you're all feeling them, right?
You know, or what some people may call parallel dimensional experiences.
Well, what we call.
Yes, yes. And that sense of being in two places, or not all here, but not all there.
Exactly.
You know, those kinds of things give you the opportunity to notice and to call forward from other timelines and other places the best of yourself.
Remember, this is reinvention.
Yes. So consider for a moment that if you have a little picture in your mind's eye of a possibility, a creation, a talent, a manifestation that you go, I have a sense I've done this and I want to do it, then I want you to just picture it right out in front of you and take a deep breath in and call that picture into your heart. Bring it in. Use the body as a way of bringing that other timeline into this timeline. The breath, the intention, and get the body involved.
Woo! You know, that's a rich opportunity to get the body involved. And we want to share with you that, you know, the key is, as we have been moving through January, February, now into March, in this profound year 2019 of divine awareness, what are you remembering about these parallels? I suspect, Sri and I certainly have had lots of experience in this, that you've been slipping in and out, that you've been aware of this. We've had a lot of people talking about vertigo and other issues. Sure. There are a lot of issues, and with all of our heart and soul, please, 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 if you have not yet tuned in with the 2019 Ascension Symptoms video, it's at our YouTube channel, OfficialSriandKira. Sincerely, please check in, because during this time of reclamation or reinvention, you know, what are the best parts of this life right now that you can claim and harness? We were talking about this the other day. We've been talking about this on our radio shows.
Yes,
and if you've not connected with our radio shows, we are starting to broadcast our Sunday radio show live every week right here at our official YouTube station, Official Sri and Kira. Try to join us live. And one of the things that we have been doing is discussing this, the parallels, and kind of like dusting off the puzzle pieces of what's been happening in your life to date.
Well, just consider for a moment, in this spiritual detachment, this multitasking between dimensions, you've actually got a beautiful gift that you've been given.
Yeah.
It's the opportunity to gaze at your current life, the life that you dream that you might have, the life that you may have already experienced, and you take the highlights. You notice what is glowing, what is bright, what is attractive. And so anything in the history of this lifetime that you say, that was good, you dust it off, so to speak, meaning claim it back into present time. And I really encourage you, use your breath. You just hold the vision in your mind's eye. I accept this now. And in doing so, you are practicing your anchorship as an alchemical master. You have control over all these pictures and places and capacities because they're all you.
I love that. I love that so much. Remember that January opened up with what? Seeing the truth, removing all the veils, seeing what was always there, but maybe had been hidden from you or hidden from being seen. February was adjusting and adapting to slipping into these new time dimensional slips. And all of this is bringing us where? It's bringing us into March, which is this moment of reinvention. And, you know, I've been using the word try. Time to reinvent yourself. Why not try it on, right? Like a new pair of clothes, right?
Yes.
And in this, there's very much this overlay of the Mandela effect. So we really want to talk about Mandela, excuse me. We really want to talk about the Mandela effect because that is what has been also slipping. The Mandela effect is fluid. And in March, the Mandela effect is also slipping with this energy of the convergence of the timelines. And this is happening outside of linear experience. Now, because of that, as long as you have been kind of tracking with letting go, you're going to have a nice, broader, let me just say, fun experience. However, here's what you can expect during this moment.
So as we move forward, there's going to be a heightened sense of, in the outer world, especially of lies or BS, because people are dancing with this energy of reinvention. So they're going to reinvent the truth.
Think about that. I mean, really, I think I think you need to underline that before Sri says anything else. If we are at a moment where you can reinvent yourself and reinvention is happening across the board, it also applies to the truth.
Right, and this is one of the themes we want to get across to you.
Yeah.
This is not a retrograde only, just in redo. This is reinvention. We're moving into proactive retrograde here.
Yeah.
So this energy of reinvention, from an ascended perspective, you get more power and opportunity. From a density perspective, people in mass consciousness prefer linear time because they have a sense of control.
Yeah.
And that's why the need to reinvent the truth.
So that's one of the things you can expect this month. Another thing that you can expect this month, there's actually 4 distinct things that you can expect to happen this month. And forgive us for using the word expect, it's just that that's what the energies are setting up. And so certainly we don't want to expect anything. However, be aware, right, that these energies are happening. The next one is memories, or a sense of remembering yourself, but it looks kind of different. This could be because you're actively connected with a parallel time slip. This could be because you are diving between the dimensions. It could also simply be a past life overlay. But you want to pay attention. These memories or these visions, and if you have to, even these imaginations, whatever aspect of energy you want to label it with, but pay attention, because as Sri was mentioning earlier, the best parts of your soul's entire journey are able to be reassembled in March. This is that lotus that's coming together and blooming. It's really a very fabulous moment if you're awake to it.
You know, and so, wow, what a wonderful opportunity.
It really is.
You know? And so it's important also to recognize that those of you that truly anchored in fifth dimensional reality will start to notice tangible results from your anchorship.
Yes,
and this lift experience, because you are truly outside of density. You know, your inner child, your egoic self might still feel like you're playing with density a little bit. However, there's a sense of knowing that this has no real effect on me.
Yeah. And finally, the 4th energy, and then we're going to talk about what you can actually do. But the 4th energy that you're going to be experiencing or noticing as this lotus blooms in March is that those who are anchored in the 3rd dimension, I mean, those that have just dug in their heels, and God bless them, everyone's playing their role perfectly. But what you're going to notice is that they're going to have this rich opportunity to reimagine their life based upon this very complex presentation of real and imagined, I'm going to use the word facts in quotes, that are part of this reinvention, reimagination opportunity. So when you look at those 4 energies together, what is going to play out in March through this retrograde is an opportunity to literally reinvent, to reimagine, to recreate, but it's based upon your conscious connection with the entirety of the soul's expansive journey. Or if you're really anchored in third dimension, it's going to feel intense, and it's going to have a lot of pull energy, because it's going to be that, oh my God, what do I believe? What is true? This is why it's all about the lotus, bloom, rise up through the muck. And if you're in the muck, the good news is that your seed is being germinated through it. This just might not be your blooming month. However, for those of you that are anchored in ascension energy, and that's obviously why you're watching this video, prepare to really allow this month to flourish, to bloom, to blossom.
So some of the things that you can do right now that will support your journey is, first, revisit the Ascension symptoms video that we recently posted.
Please.
Just touch into that again. It's going to offer you greater insights on the next viewing. And then relax into the best version of you.
I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. And you know, when we relax into the best version of us, what that gives us the opportunity to do is to remember support is out there. And so another thing that you can do this month is support yourself with true inspiration that ignites your multidimensional presence. Now, this comes with a little warning sign that the Ascended Masters were showing us. And what they're saying is that this is a great month to pay attention to what you're watching that might ignite anger, frustration, polarity. Despite who's saying it, pay attention, because if you are in a blooming process, you know, flowers bloom in the sun. They bloom when they get enough nourishment. They don't bloom when they are being covered in negative energy. And so if you are ready to bloom and blossom this month, and we know you are, pay attention to your inspiration and call inspiration into your life. And this is a really powerful moment to support that.
Because the mud will give you a choice. Are you going to lift up and let the sun shine and pull forward the best version of you? Or are you going to just notice the muck and then sink deeper? Pay attention. You know, the other thing to do is to really master the cosmic portal flame practice. We introduced this a month ago. It's at our website. You remember, looking up, looking through.
It really works, guys.
And this will train you to stay connected to the higher frequency energies.
Yeah, because remember that, you know, going back to that second thing that you could expect this month, there are energies out there that are wanting you to reinvent density consciousness into your life. So that's part of that warning sign, okay? This month, the warning sign is pay attention to how you're supporting yourself. You know, every single video you watch, every single thing you listen to, every person you interact with, it's all energy. And in a month where you are being invited to remember, reinvent, reimagine, what do you want to reinvent, reimagine? You can very easily, anyone can very easily reinvent themselves back into density consciousness. So that opportunity will be there this month. Remember, this whole cycle, and again, please tune into our radio show. We do 2 shows every weekend, Explore the Mysteries, Saturdays at 1 p.m. Pacific time every Saturday, where we go really deep into spiritual teaching. And Sundays at 1 p.m. Pacific time, SriandKira Live, the voice of passion and action, where we expand that conversation. And that show is being broadcast live at our YouTube channel. The reason I'm bringing this up is we are in the cycle between now and April 16th, where it's about self-ascension or what? Self-sabotage. So that cycle is still overlaying, and in the middle of that cycle in March we have this opportunity to blossom. So how are you blossoming? And this is something to really pay attention to.
Now,
and
the
also,
other thing to pay attention to is to be participating in teachings and community that support your upliftment. We are really pleased that starting March 9th, that's just coming right up,
it really is
the Avesa Medical Intuitive Intensive. I'm going to be sharing with you the energetic underpinnings of disease, dysfunction, and worldly stuff that shows up in our bodies. I gotta share
with you, he just did the intro call. It was crazy amazing. Hundreds of people already sending us emails, having so much help. Guys, if you want to be, I kid you not, with bar none, the most connected man, it's a 100% SriRamka experience. Don't miss it. Go to our website, SriandKira.com. Go to the events page. Learn about Avesa Medical Intuition. You will not be sorry.
This will support you on your healing journey, and we are all on a healing journey.
Yes, we are.
Now, the other class that we want to really bring your attention to is quantum clairvoyance, that was brought through by my beloved Kira Ra. Quantum clairvoyance is beyond any teaching that you've ever had on this planet about how to connect with true sight, true vision, and to get authentic, reliable answers.
To anything. To anything. We
Learning
teach you
how to enter the quantum field. And
Yeah.
Kira is a master at this.
Oh, thank you, honey.
This class is starting in April. So go to the website, tune in. If your heart calls you, just sign up. It will keep you supporting you on your journey.
Because remember, angels, you are in a moment right now where you can literally dream yourself into conscious ascension. Take that in, take a breath on that. And how do you do that? By visualizing your best self-expression. What is the dream that's ready to be reborn? And also, Sri, I want to share that we are at this beautiful moment of Shivaratri, right? And Mahashivratri is Monday, March 4th. Oh my goodness.
And we want to offer a bow to the divine. You know, Kira is wearing the Trijuti here, which is the sacred Trinity. It is the energy of the Trinity, the power, the sacredness, overcoming all evil.
This Rudraksha seed, it takes years to grow. It's actually 3 seeds that have grown together. It is Shiva, Vishnu, Brahma, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, whatever words you want to give it. But we bow before the divine. And if you're catching this video early in the month, then on Monday, March 4th, regardless, it doesn't matter about dogma. That's a day to say thank you to your life. Thank you for this life, to feel yourself as the blooming lotus, and to cast away all that would be negative. Allow Shiva, allow the energy of Shiva, whatever that may be or feel like for you, put whatever other identifier on it. However, that is a moment where we collectively have an opportunity to say, no more. The destroyer of evil. Let it go. I am ready to rebirth. I am ready to ignite. And Sri and I in our heart know that you are all ready to ignite. Support, support, support. I can't stress it enough. This would be a great month to discover onenesstalkradio.com and our app, Sri.
Oh,
forgive us, guys, but we developed it because it was our way of giving it to everyone in the world. It's free. Download it.
It's important to remember that the infinite love of the divine is always available as a nourishment, as a energy. Like the sun shines and the seed grows, the divine love is present to you. And this is why we honor these celebrations and the sacred sincerity that brings forth only good. Beloved ones, thank you for listening. We hope you've enjoyed this video and that you'll like it and tell your friends and stay with us.
We love you.
Namaste.